Second. And we're up and running. Hi, everyone. It's Alex here from Being Better Balanced. And today I am so thrilled to have Corinne from Intuitive Birth Bendigo joining us. Corinne, welcome to you. Corinne is a postpartum doula. She is a Hypnobirthing Australia instructor and she's a super mum. She has 2 little ones at home and is just fabulous. So we're really lucky to have her on today. She's going to be chatting with you all about everything birth preparation wise that you can do to have a really positive birth experience. So a really important one to be a part of if you are pregnant or looking to start a family. So, Corinne, welcome. Thanks for being here with us. You're welcome. Do you want to start with how you became part of the whole doula world and were interested in birth in the first place? Give us a bit of background.
Yeah, sure. So I have to just first correct you. I am actually not a Hypnobirthing Australia practitioner. I'm a Hypnobirthing. That's okay. I'm a Hypnobirthing method. So the original, international one. Anyway, it's okay. But that is totally fine, and it's more relevant to what I'm going to tell everyone anyway.
Cool.
So when I was 7 years old, my mum gave birth to my brother, and I was there to watch her give birth. It was a choice she gave us whether or not we wanted to join in, so I wasn't forced into seeing all of that. But my mum was induced because her membranes released early. 24 hours before, and nothing really happened, and so she went into the hospital and I went with her, and even though she was induced, I just have such vivid memories of her playing Scrabble through her contractions, and just being so calm and like it was just a regular day. Everything was really normal. There was no drama, there was no screaming or shouting, and it just didn't seem like that much of a big deal.
Really calm.
Yeah, she was super relaxed, and even when she was at that birthing stage, I never remember her freaking out or grunting or looking anything like what we see in movies. And so I guess from that day I kind of thought, you know what, birth is not so bad, it's pretty good. I could totally do that. And so many years later. So yeah, probably fast forward, I don't know, about 15 years, my auntie was telling me about my cousin who'd had a baby in the UK. She had a really traumatic first birth experience, and she actually booked an elective cesarean for her second baby because she was so terrified of experiencing that same kind of thing again.
Right, that's so sad.
Really sad, absolutely. But when she was 36 weeks pregnant, I don't know how it happened, but she discovered hypnobirthing, which was really quite common over in the UK and the US at the time. So Alana would be, I think she's 14 now. So yeah, 14 years ago. It was really cool.
This isn't a new thing either. This is something that we've known for a really long time how to utilize.
Yeah, absolutely. So Hypnobirthing International has been teaching women all around the world for 31 years this year, so it's not new at all. But it's pretty new to Australia in relatively speaking. But yeah, she discovered hypnobirthing, and my auntie went over to attend the birth with her and just support her through that. And she had the most incredible birth experience. She'd only had 4 weeks of practicing with these techniques, but she really believed in the philosophy that birth is a normal, natural process that all women are perfectly designed to experience. So, she could not stop talking about my cousin's birth, and even though I wasn't pregnant or even thinking about having kids at that time, I guess that story really stuck in my mind, and I guess I stashed it away for later reference. So then 5 years later, when I did find out that I was pregnant, I remembered that story and I contacted my auntie, and we did hypnobirthing in preparation for my first baby's birth. And so, I just had such a beautiful experience. I decided that I really wanted to share that with women as well. I felt like I was so really lucky to have such well-rounded birth preparation. I didn't go into birth thinking, I'm just going to trust the doctors. They know what they're doing. I remember one of my first appointments with my doctor to confirm my pregnancy. She said, "Do you have private health or not?" And I said, "I do, but I don't want to actually have an obstetrician. I'm a healthy young woman. I don't need obstetric care." And she just was so offended. I was so offended. But I had told her, like, I would actually prefer just to see a midwife. And honestly, I'm thinking about having a home birth. And she just was so shocked that as a 26-year-old that I would want to have a home birth with a midwife, and that I even knew that that was an option. But I'm not the type of person who kind of just goes through life. I'm really curious about things, so I do a lot of research, and I think that's really important. So I knew what my options were, and I guess that's probably one of my hot tips is find out what kind of birth you actually want to have. What options to support that birth.
And I think that's a fairly common thing for women to do as well. I know lots of women that I've worked with, lots of friends friends of friends and all that sort of thing that just kind of go, oh, we're just going to see how it goes and see what the doctors suggest. And if we need this, we need that, and rah, rah, rah. Is that the sort of thing that you suggest, or do you kind of suggest having a bit more of a plan?
I've actually spoken to so many women who say those comments to me, and I try really hard not. I feel rude when I do it, but the response that I'm having right now is the kind of same response that I have. Because honestly, it's like the average number of babies that women in Australia have is now like 2.3, right? Obviously, no one's having a 0.3 of a child, but it's an average. So we have so few babies. So why would you leave it to chance to have, like, in Australia, 45.5% of women say that they've had a traumatic birth experience.
Which is a huge number. That's nearly half.
Absolutely.
Huge number.
That's almost half of women in Australia having traumatic experiences. So I think birth preparation is so important. Even if you don't do birthing, like, you need to do something. You need to like, birth is not just about the physical aspect of growing a baby and physically birthing your baby. It has so many things that take part in that whole process. It's hormonal, it's emotional and physical. It's not just one or the other, all together. So understanding the physiology of your body and how it actually works means that you then have the ability to understand what your body needs to give birth in a beautiful way. I don't know. I was trying to write out my top tips for having, like, for birth preparation, or how to get prepared for birth, and I just had the most epic list of things because it's so underrated. I mean, I think probably lots of people watching this live right now, or kind of signing up to the presentations that we're all doing, are already well ahead of the game. They've already put thought into what they need to do to prepare. So I think we're not the choir a little bit here, but especially with what's going on right now in the world with this COVID-19, it is more important now than ever to have the right knowledge, because it's very likely that you won't have as much support in the hospital. My son's trying to get into the video. I'm like,
that's all right.
It's so important that women go into birth really prepared, knowing that they're not going to be on their own, but largely they will have to do it on their own because of the social distancing and all of that kind of thing. Some hospitals are not allowing partners to go in, which is kind of frightening for me. I don't know what I would have done without my partner, but I think with some of the with some with lots of knowledge, you can make that birth space your own, whether or not you have support. But it's really there's so many things in play.
Yeah, for sure. So when I know something that is a big part of what you talk about is your team, and your birth team, who is going to be there to support you. Who kind of encompasses that team, and what do they? What are their roles? What do you suggest to do to kind of prepare for that?
Yeah, so The team that I'm talking about is your partner, whoever's going to attend with you. That might be your husband. It might be your boyfriend. It might be your girlfriend. It could be your mum or a close friend. I suppose at the moment they would have to be living with you to be able to go in with you. But also your care provider. So your partner is going to provide emotional and physical support during the pregnancy, and I guess if you're going to hospital or whatever your birthing space is, and then your care provider who's providing that medical care to you, and I guess figuring out their different roles and how you can work together in a cohesive way. That's the trick, I think, at the moment, is working together for a common goal of a beautiful outcome for the mum and the baby. And, people talk about the healthy baby, healthy mum, but they're usually talking about the physical health of the mum and the baby, that they've made it out of the birth alive.
Yeah.
That's priority as well. Yeah. Always top priority. But in addition to that, I think it's really important that team also supports you to come out of birth the other side with emotional well-being as well as physical. So the hospital goal is that physical well-being, and the partner's goal will be physical and emotional. So having people around you that are supporting your birth goal, whatever that is, maybe for you it's an intervention-free birth, maybe for you it's going to the hospital and knowing you have options and choosing them when you feel like you need them. Whatever it looks like, it's okay, because we're all different, but just having a team who supports you in those decisions and not pushing you in a direction that's not what you want.
Yeah, which comes back to what you were saying before about having goals and intentions and all the rest kind of nutted out beforehand, so this is where I want to go with this. So, we're going to go down that path rather than have people advocate for different things and take your focus away, I suppose.
And I think that's where I place a lot of importance on preparing as a team with your partner, especially because they are going to be the ones who advocate for your wishes. You can talk to your doctor and your care provider about them early on in your pregnancy, but it's the partner who will be the one who ends up kind of making sure that happens when you're in labor, because I don't want you to be in your logic thinking brain when you're in labor. I want you to be in the limbic system of that intuitive, like just going with the flow, not having to converse with people.
Yeah, which is so important, so important. And so in terms of what kinds of care are available, because like you said at the start when you said, I just would prefer to be with a midwife and potentially looking into home birth, that knocked the socks off of your GP. So what sort of options are there out there for women at the moment? You're in Bendigo, obviously, but in general, what are our options?
So there's actually quite a few options, and I reckon we'll talk about them in detail in our chat in June, because I see that we're running out of time today. But we do have there's a lot of options for women. It's not just obstetric care or private hospital or public hospital. There are alternative things within that. I won't go into detail now, but
all good.
Have shared care with GP, or you can have an obstetrician care for you in a public hospital. But I think there's 8 options in Australia, like in most states. In Bendigo, we only have 7, but there's 8 or 9 in the rest of the state. It's just, we have a smaller town here.
So. Awesome. Well, I'm so excited to kind of touch on more of this stuff with you in June when we have our interactive webinar. Corinne is going to be delving into everything, not only hypnobirthing, but birth preparation in general, and how you can have a really positive birth experience, which is so important, particularly with that statistic, 44%? 45% of women are reporting that they've had some sort of traumatic birth experience, which is horrendous. So something really, really important to take into account. So make sure you check that out. Sign up if you haven't already, and we will see you soon. Thanks so much for having us, for being with us, I should say, Corinne, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Alex.
Bye.